give the consumer enough information to make a choice. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Okay.
That's
Carrying it out. Okay. You don't really see the problem here, do you?
What problem?
With the way you're doing business. I'm more than happy to do business with you, but let's do business in a business-like way.
That's why we're asking for a meeting.
Okay. I'm having this conversation with you
Of course.
right now for a business purpose.
For a business
What's the
purpose,
purpose of
but
a
this is
meeting?
an unofficial setting.
Why is this an unofficial setting?
Because
Am I going to be
we
any
can't-
different? Am I going to be any different? Is my response going to be any different?
I would hope not. But
That's correct, it's not. And we're doing business right now, and this is the way business gets done in this world. We don't wait for an official meeting. We have a problem, we want to fix it. We have an issue, we're going to address it. So I'm going to address it. Whatever I learn from you, I'm going to implement immediately. I don't have to wait for a formal meeting.
Well, can we, other
Tell me
people
what-
on this meeting speak?
No.
Or only she
You
can speak?
appointed her as your
Oh,
spokesperson.
no, we didn't appoint anybody as
Okay.
spokesperson.
Well, she
We're
told
all-
me she
no.
was appointed.
She said no, she's not. We're
never
horizontal.
said
You
that.
need
She
to get
explained
your act together and decide what you want to
Dr.
do.
Carlucci, I never
Yes.
told you that I was a spokesperson.
Okay,
All I
what-
did was introduce myself
Okay.
to you.
Look, you need to get your act together and tell me what you want to do. Okay? I want to
Why
deal with
meeting
the
with
issue.
you? So that we can deal with the issue.
No, what you want is you want a venue to have an event. You know, I spent a lot of years in politics.
We have, not once have we made an event out of our
Okay,
meeting.
let's have a meeting right now. I'm here, so are you. Let's have a meeting.
We're not prepared to have a meeting with you.
We're
at
not
this
prepared to
moment.
have a meeting with me at this moment. What are the
We were
issues?
prepared to make a request for a meeting with you.
Look, I've granted that request. We're here right now. Let's continue. I want to deal with the issue. I want to deal with it now.
Well, why don't you give us a minute to talk amongst ourselves and see if we agree to that?
Because
So-
I have other things to do. I left the meeting in order to come out here and talk with you. Let's continue because I want to solve the problem. First problem is, what is the model we're trying to create? As I understand it, we're trying to create a model where the consumer has an informed choice.
No, that's not, we're not trying to create any
That's-
model. We have a student government bill that went to the back of the Senate Staff Council, and they said no one was against it. Now, right now, today, we can't get fair trade coffee in the 24-hour study lounge. There's a machine that sells non-fair trade. You're talking about choice. You're trying to disregard the shared governance process and say that you're
I'm
putting
not here
signs
to
up.
deal with fair governance.
But
I'm
that's
here to
the
deal
system
with
in
the
place
fair-
at the University of
Well,
Houston.
then you need to go to whoever deals with governance.
So you want on the record that you totally disregard the democratic process?
I don't understand the process. I have been here a few months, and if you have a process...
We can explain it to you right now. Let's have a meeting about
No.
shared governance.
Okay.
It goes
Who
to-
am I talking to?
All of
Who am
us
I
want to
talking-
talk.
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? Look,
So-
I'm not...
Our meetings,
not
we
the
have
subject.
horizontal. She's equal to her, to him, to me, to her. And you want to single her out and say,
No,
only she can
I
talk
wanna
and
talk-
shout me down.
You know,
She said the
I'm
same
here
thing
to
6
get
times.
this.
She wants
I'm
to
here
make
to
it. You
get
said you
this
have a meeting
done.
now.
I'm here to get this done.
Okay, let's get it done that we put an all fair trade vendor in the library coffee in the 24-hour study lounge, because that's what the shared governance procedure at this
Well, you
university
know what?
said.
Shared governance doesn't make business decisions.
Okay.
This is
so,
a business decision.
So to your point, your
Shared
position is
governance... Who am I talking to here?
You were talking
the
to
whole group, the entire group.
Shared governance doesn't make business decisions.
So
Okay?
you're saying shared governance means nothing
Shared
to
governance
universities.
doesn't make business. I'm saying what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. You can't push me around. You're very good at that. That's your problem. I'm telling you what I said. Shared governance doesn't make business decisions. It's a business decision as to how many coffee vendors we have.
So
We already-
6 years they've been working on it here. 6 years to put it in, and you're saying all of a sudden 6 years of
Do you want to
working.
make progress or do you want to debate?
No, we want the students to
You
have
want
a
what
voice.
you
want
want.
to say, this is not a corporation. You want to talk about a business decision? This is a university. The business is education.
Are you having a
The
good
business
time?
is education.
I'm going to give you 5 more minutes.
And then
We
what are
can
you gonna
either
do?
deal with
You're
this,
gonna call
and then I'm
police
going to
on
go
us?
on to the next meeting I have scheduled.
Well, she's asked you for an
Look.
appointment. Can we get that done?
No.
We don't
We're
have time
having
for
a
meeting.
conversation
Okay, you
right
just denied
now.
us a meeting? You
Yes,
denied us a
I
meeting?
just denied you. We're having a meeting right now. Let me ask you, can you talk about this issue?
Right.
Not without the rest of the
How many people in your group?
It's not public information. This isn't a quiz about our group. This is about the process of democracy.
Well, you're
at the
asking me
university.
to, no, it's not about the process of democracy.
Oh, this is a dictatorship?
No, it's
What's
not.
your position?
Yes, you're the dictator, aren't you? You're
No,
doing
I'm
a
a
really
graduate
great
student.
job.
Dr. Carlucci, is what you're saying is that business overruns the shared governance process.
No,
at the
business
school.
works as part of shared governance. Shared governance can set an objective. Shared governance doesn't necessarily carry it out. There's a difference between policy making and implementation. The way government works is we make policy and then we implement it. You cannot always implement policy exactly as it's made
So how else will students have a voice on this campus?
by having a voice in policy making.
But you refused to set a meeting with us. And we said we didn't have time for this now. You don't have time
You
for
keep
it?
coming back to one issue.
Because
I
Dr.
wanna
Couture
have
said
a-
you're to handle it.
And I'm
you're refusing
handling
to
it.
meet. Well, we can't meet with you right now because we have other things to do. So you're saying
Just
we
like
can't
you have
meet,
things
have
to
an
do, we
official
have
meeting.
things to do.
But
Everyone
this is
else does.
You know, if you could
This
tell
is
me
an
what your
independent
issues
time.
are, if you could tell me what your issues are regarding the implementation, I can deal with them.
Okay,
Implement
we
fair
would
trade.
love to tell you. We would like to make a meeting with you so we can tell you all of our issues because we're going to take more than 5 minutes for us to go over everything.
We've already been here for 15.
Okay, well now that we've been here and you only have 5 left, we'd like to make a meeting with you. Discuss further.
So what's more important, the meeting or getting the problem solved?
The
Meeting gets the problem
The
solved.
meeting gets the problem solved. No, meetings make policy. Meetings don't make implementation.
This is about
I'm dealing with
policy.
implementation. Okay,
Well,
I
this
want
is
to deal with the
Policy and
implementation.
implementation.
Well, they're two different things and they have two different
I
processes.
presented them as two different things.
So you're worried about semantics. You're saying how you do business and how we request a formal meeting that because you do business another
No,
day, you
I am
can't have a
trying
business
to,
meeting with
I'm trying to
students.
do what we do in this society, which is we talk about our policies and we talk about
People
implementation.
don't make meetings in this society.
Yes, we do, but we
Okay,
have
that's what
meetings
we like
according
to
to a
do.
set of rules of courtesy.
Okay, and we would love to follow those if you would be willing to make a meeting.
Okay,
with us.
and who's going to come to the meeting?
Whoever
We'll
your
decide in
individual-
our group.
We all have different
You'll
schedules.
decide, so I don't have anything to say about it.
This
No.
is not
Are you
our group
refusing
now.
to meet with any members of our group?
No,
Is that-
I'm saying I want to have a productive meeting. I am not interested in sitting with a large group of people and having a non-conversation. I want to have a real conversation. We are a representative society. We don't show up, all of us at once, and all vote. We have a system of representation. Tell me who your representatives are, and I'll meet with your representative.
We need to figure that out.
Okay,
We know, but
Fine.
we have schedules. We all have different schedules.
fine.
If it's a number issue, is there a number we can give you, and then you'll be fine with that
I
number
want
of
to, who's your,
representatives?
you have a representative, right?
No, we're
We're
horizontal.
a horizontal group. We all represent the group at all points in time. So
Well,
wondering
that may
if
be-
you want to have a meeting with representatives, is there a
That's-
certain number of
That's
representatives
how
you're
you
willing to meet
make,
with?
that's how you make a policy decision, right? You get together as a group, just the way we do in most other sittings. You get together as a group and you make your policy decisions and recommendations, right?
I mean, like a meeting? We do have meetings.
You have meetings, that's correct, and you should do that as a body, as of the whole, and that's the way you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But when
That's what
you
we-
then take those to deal with other groups, you use representatives.
Okay, and we, like you said, we'll be happy to get our representatives coming with you, if that's okay with you.
Tell me who the
Tell us a
representatives
number.
are.
We don't know until we check their schedule.
There's no specific number.
Okay,
But there's a
so-
difference
Okay,
between
then
the
it's
body
not-
of a whole and representatives.
So we won't have all our members at the meeting, but we have to check all our
I know,
schedules. We
you're
don't know
playing
all our
games with
schedules.
me.
Dr. Carlucci, we have never taken all of our members into a meeting. We have never made an event out of our meetings. We have never disrespected our
I don't
members.
wanna have a debate with you.
I'm not
I
trying to have a
wanna-
debate. I'm trying to give you our word that we will not make a spectacle out of the meeting.
Okay. Send me an email, tell me what you wanna do.
Okay, we'll send it right now. So tell us what you want us to do.
Do you realize that in this society, we know who we are by who represents us? And how they behave?
Well, the people in power don't represent me. I didn't vote for the people that are running this world. So
And
I
that
don't
means
agree with
that you're not part of the democracy, is that correct?
Well, see, it's not really a representative democracy because I can't run for office, because I don't have a lot of money. So you're saying
If you want to debate-
you're pitching some idealistic definition that you believe in. You believe it's representative democracy. I don't actually hold that belief because I don't think that people have equal
Is
access.
this what you want to be talking about? Are you really here to get something done, or are you here to have a philosophical debate?
Dr. Carlucci,
My
that's
job is to
philosophical.
get something, excuse me?